Have you ever wondered how coaches listen differently than everyday people in conversations? I'm Dr. Jay Listen Larginusic here with your listening tip of the day. Coaches listen differently than other people, and leaders in organizations who are leading their people also need to use this specific type of listening and coaching skill. So what's the difference between it? Listening as a coach and listening in everyday conversation. There are actually two differences. The first is the quality of the relationship. In an everyday conversation, we're considered to be equals, and there's something at play called the rule of reciprocity. And in the rule of reciprocity, if you share how your day is, then I can share how my day is. Or if you can share what high school you went to, then I can share what high school I went to. With leaders, obviously, that's a little bit different because it's not actually totally an equal relationship, but leaders can often talk about those personal and private things with employees as well. Coaches, however, are different because in a coach relationship, it's an unequal relationship. The client is paying the coach for help, and the coach believes that the client has all of the answers within themselves. The coach's job is just to try to pull those answers out of them. So the equality is different in that, and this is the second point, the focus of the conversation is definitely on one person. The focus is on the client. Since the coach's job is to help the client figure it out on their own, the coach primarily asks a lot of open-ended questions so the client can talk it through. Now, this is something that leaders in organizations should be doing with their employees as well, because it's a great skill to help develop employees' critical thinking. And it's also a great skill to help develop an employee to really look at the big picture from the organization's viewpoint. So the big differences in terms of listening like a coach versus listening in everyday life. Number one, it's that there isn't an equality of relationship when you're listening like a coach. It really is a coach and client relationship. And the second point is where the focus is. And the focus is certainly on one person, the client, or for a leader, it would be on the employee. And what the coach is doing is trying to help the client or the employee figure it out on their own. Want more listening tips? Definitely make sure you're linked with me on LinkedIn, and feel free to go to my website, listeningtochange.com, because I now have fully live, virtually, 12-hour listening for coaches courses. So you'll be able to find that information at listeningtochange.com. And last big thing, a shout out to Alex Pearl for such great background. So thank you, Alex. You have a great listening day. Bye-bye.